Hey, just a quick one today. I'm working on getting up to speed on PreSonus Studio One version 4, the Studio Live in DAW mode here, which is really amazing, as well as the new Atom controller that just arrived here yesterday. It's been a ton of fun so far. Of course, everybody wants to know what it's like to use these in real-world situations, but before I do that, I've got to get comfortable and confident with using them myself. One way that I get up to speed quickly on new gear and software like this is to download free multitrack sessions and practice and test with them. They're easy to find and they come in a ton of different styles, and they're typically not very resource heavy, so you can store a bunch of them on your laptop without needing to pull out external drives and practice with software when you're on the go. They're usually packaged in a way that's really easy to work with. They're in an individual folder, then they're FLAC files or WAV files, and it just makes dragging and dropping them into something like Studio One very quick to set up a new mix and start playing around with the tools. Now, there's loads of popular places to download files like this, and if you just search audio multitrack download, you'll find a bunch of the most popular ones right there on the front page. There's the proaudiofiles.com, which has a ton of different stuff you can download and work with. There is the cambridge/mt.com website that has a ton of free downloads, a huge library of stuff that you can download there to practice with. There is behindthespeakers.com, who also has a ton of downloads there as well, and a whole bunch of information about where to find more free multitracks. Nine Inch Nails actually has a website called ninremixes.com, where they provide some official multitrack files and project files for you to download for different workstations, and also just the files themselves. And that's really cool. They encourage you to download them, remix them, learn how to mix, and have fun with them, and then share them. And that's a really interesting thing to have access to from a band as big as that. But my favorite, the one that I've been using recently, is from Telefunken. They have a library here of just an absolute ton of really interesting stuff. You've got things as widely known as Counting Crows, you've got Rusted Root, you've got all sorts of different stuff here that's really interesting. A few different seasons worth of this project that they've been working on. There's really cool stuff in here. There's tracks from Colin Hay, there's tracks from all different groups. There's Colin Hay's one, and a lot of them are acoustic performances. They're done with absolutely just like top quality Telefunken microphones, really nice signal path, and really nice attention to detail in the recording. So you're getting tracks that from a live sound perspective are a little more fun to work with, I think, because they were done in a live setting, and you can play with them, and you hear a little bit of crosstalk between microphones. Obviously, you're not going to get to practice mixing with live microphones in the room with a speaker and dealing with things like feedback and EQing for those purposes, but having the ability to have really nicely recorded files here from people that you have listened to before, but these are unique performances, so you're getting to mix something that you haven't heard on an album before necessarily and come up with a new version of it, and it's really, really fun. I've chosen to download a session here from the Ballroom Thieves, and I got a chance to work with them a good while back when they were in town here, and they did a recording for Telefunken Studios, and I've got it playing right now. You can see all my channels here in DAW mode, and then I've got it routed to the camera here. And I'm just kind of playing around. So I can turn that up a little bit, and I don't want to... So you can see I'm working in... Now, I don't want to get a copyright strike for playing around with that too much, but it's a really neat thing. I've got, the full tracks here, and I can see what's going on here. You can see when I move something, that moves, and I'm getting a chance to practice mixing, working with the tools, the plugins, and all that stuff with tracks that are really just really beautifully recorded.
My fingers are the only bones I want here.
So yeah, really, really neat stuff. So that's it. I've been getting a ton of questions about when I'm going to do another PreSonus video with all the different components. And obviously there's a ton to this stuff, and I am working on it right now. There's the stage boxes, there's the network switch, there are the ear mix stations. I've got one set up back over here. I'm testing and experimenting and learning and working with all this stuff and shooting video along the way. So you can expect those next videos to come out in the next few weeks during December and into the first couple of weeks of January, probably leading up to our coverage of the NAMM show. So we're really looking forward to meeting everybody at the NAMM show, and we're trying to get all this PreSonus stuff wrapped up and out to you before then, but there's just so much to it. It's incredible. You start looking into something like the DAW mode, and then you start playing with something else, and oh, well, maybe you can do that, and trying to do that and shoot video just takes a ton of time. So I appreciate your patience. I'm having a ton of fun working with this stuff. There really are some amazing tools in these products. The Atom's just a blast to have fun with. I don't make beats or anything anything like that, but I will tell you, I had it hooked up last night to QLab and was experimenting just using it as a like a MIDI controller, and there's definitely some potential there. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I will see you soon. This video is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you so much, patrons. Be sure to check out my previous video, the holiday gift guide for the upcoming holiday season, if you're looking for gifts or if you've got people asking you for suggestions of things you might like. There's all sorts of stuff, every price range, whole bunch of neat stuff from like $10 on up. Check it out. I think you'll find some cool stuff in there you might enjoy.